up?
What's up,
Tomers?
It's me, Brenden.
And I'm Bridgette.
And it's
Tome time. Hello.
It's also time to recap the month of May.
May.
Yes.
May. This was a better month for me than April.
I went sicko crazy mode.
You did?
Yeah.
How many books did you finish?
5.
Good job.
Yeah.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
Yeah, I mean, 2 of them were kind of small, but I don't give a shit.
Yeah. Well, here, yeah.
Yeah.
That's fair. I read lots of small ones this month,
Yeah.
actually.
How many did you finish?
I read 6.
Nice. I read all bangers. Every book I read this month was so gas.
Oh my gosh. I actually, technically, I DNF'd a book today.
I guess I DNF'd one book this month. Kind of forgot about that.
Oh, we should probably talk about those too.
Yeah, I totally forgot about that. Okay, you go first.
Me first? Okay. The first book that I finished in the month of May is a book called Promise Me Sunshine by Cara Bastone.
Nice.
This is romance. And it is about a girl whose best friend dies.
Sad. That doesn't sound romantic.
She's a nanny, and just it talks a lot about how like she navigates or doesn't navigate grief. And so it was really, actually, I really enjoyed it. What did I rate it? Why did I put this down? I really enjoyed it. I gave it 4 stars. I actually really liked the relationship between the 2 main characters. And that's usually, like, sometimes I just have a hard time feeling like they're realistic, you know? Yeah. And I liked this one a lot. So I enjoyed it. Nice, easy, breezy little audiobook.
Hell yeah, brother.
Yeah.
My first one was The Black Tongue Thief.
Yeah.
We talked about it.
We did.
I gave it 4.75 stars.
Which is a really good rating.
I loved it.
Yeah.
It's gas. Watch our video if you want to know more.
Ta-da!
It's right here.
Are you going to show them the book?
Oh, shit.
It's right here.
That's what the book looks like that I just briefly talked about, and the video for how I actually feel about it is, once again, right here. Nice, I did it.
Congrats. Okay, the second book I read was the other book written by Cara Bastone.
Nice.
This one's called Ready or Not, and this
Ready
is...
or not,
I know.
Here I come, you can't hide, I'm gonna find you. You know?
Yeah.
The Fugees.
I don't know that song, but you sing it really well.
It's a banger.
Oh. Anyway, Ready or Not is about a woman who gets pregnant from a one-night stand.
Not ready.
Not. And I liked this one, but one of the tropes was like the whole like girl next door, the guy's been in love with her since they were kids situation. Yeah. And I hate those tropes.
Why?
Because it's not real.
Yeah, it is. It could be real.
It just feels fake to me. Like, what kind of a bro is sitting on a crush for 25 years?
I mean, if she's hot enough.
I don't know. Feels fake. Feels fake. But actually, yeah, the pregnancy part of it I thought was pretty cool and cute. She did a good job with that. And the girl that's her best friend in this book, just had lots of feels for my best friend and the cool relationship that we have because we've been friends since we were 5.
Yeah.
So it's been 25 years of friendship, and that's pretty cool. So
that's pretty cash money.
Pretty cash money, if you ask me. Yeah. I gave it a 3.5.
Nice. So. Not quite a 4, but that's okay.
That's okay.
Can't all be 4s.
Don't write that trope, and then you might be.
All right, the next book I read.
Another banger.
Stoner. Jonathan Williamson.
Williamson?
No, it's just John Williamson. Oh. Yeah, we have another video about this book. I gave it 4.75 stars out of 5. Just like Black Tongue Thief. I loved it. And if you want to know more,
go watch the vid.
It's right there. Dude, I'm going to be zooming. Well, I guess the other 3 we haven't talked about yet.
Yeah.
So. Anyways, Stoner Bangs. Read it.
It is a really good one. Okay, next book. Everything Sad is Untrue by Daniel Nayeri. This was a book that I read for my book club that I'm in but haven't attended in months. Sorry, guys. And I believe this one is nonfiction.
Nice.
But the author, obviously he's an adult, but he writes as if he were still a child, and so it's technically like a children's book.
Okay.
And he's telling stories about where he grew up in, I'm gonna get it wrong.
Des Moines, Iowa?
No. He's an immigrant, and they immigrated from, hold on. Ireland? No. It's like, I'm pretty sure it's, shoot, where is it? Pakistan? Iran. Yeah, Iran. Because they have really strict rules in Iran about religion, and his family converted to Christianity, Catholicism, and so they had to like flee so they didn't die.
Yeah.
So it was really kind of fun, not fun, but like just different to hear about immigration and racism and living in the Midwest as a brown person from the lens of a little boy.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed that part of it. There were occasions when I felt like I was just kind of getting lost in the story. Like I couldn't tell what was going on, if I was in a real story or if I was in, like if he was recollecting something or if he was making it up. And so that kind of threw me for a loop occasionally, but I gave it 3.5.
Nice.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
It was good.
Cool. You ready for my next one?
Yeah.
Hero of Ages by Brenden Sanderson.
It's the best.
Book 3 of Mistborn.
I've been so excited for you to finish this book.
Do you want to guess what I rated it?
Do I want to guess?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with a 4.75.
It's like every other book. 4.75.
Ta-da!
Yeah, this is hands down the best Mistborn book.
It is.
It's so fire.
It's so good.
The pacing is so much better than definitely the second one and probably the first one. A lot of stuff that I feel like Mistborn 1 and 2, like I kind of knew where it was going.
Yeah.
This one I kind of did, but it had way more twists and turns. It was
I totally agree.
so fun to read.
Yeah.
Banger.
Yeah, banger.
I mean, it's hard to say. Like, what do you say about Brenden Sanderson, book 3 of the series? It's like, it's just sick characters, cool action. The Sanderlanche is literally insane.
Yeah. Just like the way that this book ended, I could not have imagined.
Yeah.
It was so good.
Peak. It was really, it was great.
Yeah. Read Mistborn, everybody.
Thanks, Brenden.
What a guy. Okay. The next book I finished in May is called The Night and the Moth by Rachel Gillig. And she is an author I've read before.
She's the mortician.
Mortician. Yeah. No, actually. Caitlin Doughty is her name. Rachel Gillig wrote a duology that was really, really popular probably like a year ago. One Dark Window is the name of the first book. And this book literally just came out like a week ago. And I really, really loved her first duology. I like the way she writes. It's kind of dark and gothic and eerie.
Yeah.
And these ones they're technically romantic-y, I guess. But not in like a smutty way usually. Yeah. And so I don't know, they feel a little bit more thought through the plot than some other romantic-y books that I've read.
Cool.
So this one is about a girl who is a diviner. Okay. She can like read the future for people, right?
Gotcha. Yeah.
And it's kind of about how everything unfolds in the way that she was made to be a diviner. And
so that's how she gets her romantic relationship. She says, I see your future, and it's us kissing.
And it's us kissing.
Perfect pickup line if you're a diviner, I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
Or that's just unethical and you're a liar. Like if your job is to be a diviner and you're like, future says we kiss. should not be allowed, right?
I mean, no.
Yeah.
She definitely has like an overseer.
Yeah.
That makes
a
sure
boss.
she's doing all the things. I
Yeah.
can't remember what they called her.
That's what a boss is.
Well, yeah, but she has like a specific name because they work at like a chapel, and anyway, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's kind of about like how their system of government came to be and overthrowing it, and all those good things. And it ends on a nice big cliffhanger.
Oh.
So.
And it just came out.
Yeah. So I have to wait a significantly long time.
Yeah. A very long time, probably.
So
my condolences.
It's okay. I will survive. I give this one a 4. I still am a big fan of the way that she writes. I just felt at a couple of times the plot moved a little slow for my liking, and was a little I can't think of the right word, but like she was pulling things instead of just having it be fleshed out. If that makes sense. So, but I still enjoyed it. I read it in like 2 days. So.
Hey, the next book on my list I also read in 2 days.
What is it?
Wait, why did I bring this?
I don't know.
This, but the next one.
Why did I
wrote the wrong
bring
book.
this?
It's because I listened to it on audiobook.
Oh, okay.
Carl's Doomsday Scenario.
Yeah.
Carl book 2.
You were having a good time.
I was having a great time. The audiobook is so good. Like,
really?
It's just so entertaining. The narrator is so funny and has so many different like voices and shit. The AI voice is so good. It's so good. I gave it a 4.
Oh.
Which is less good than book 1.
Yeah.
I still liked it a lot. It just seems like there's less stuff happens.
Oh.
It's like it feels like the same amount of like book, but they just kind of do less stuff. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I mean, all the stuff that they do is really awesome and fun.
Yeah, just kind of got dragged out a little bit.
Yeah. Maybe the book is shorter because it didn't even feel dragged out. It's just like I got to the end and I was like, oh,
we're done.
Oh, I just realized why. Actually, I know why there's less stuff that happens. And it's kind of, I can't say anything else. I really liked it. It's like, it's just what you would expect.
Yeah. I'm excited to read it and to keep going with the series.
It's awesome. I can't wait for
the
next one.
The next one.
Yeah. I love Carl and Donut.
Oh, I'm so excited to be with Carl and Donut again.
And, I can't remember the name of their sword thing.
Oh. I don't remember it either.
I don't know why I forgot, but he's dope.
I'm excited. Ooh, that'll be so fun. Okay. The next book that I finished in the month of May is The Shadow of the Gods.
Nice. You finished it.
I did.
I didn't know you finished it.
I did. Not that long ago, but yes. I have mixed feelings on this one. I still really liked it.
Yeah.
I gave it a 4.
Mm-hmm.
It is very John Gwynne in that there's a lot of characters that you're trying to follow all at the same time. And I don't feel like I had as big of a problem with that aspect in the other series, because it felt to me like they were all very distinct characters kind of doing distinct things.
Sure.
And in this one, it feels like they're all kind of like the same blueprint in like different shades.
Sure. Yeah,
if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And so occasionally it was hard for me to be like, wait, who am I? Where am I? Like, what is this person again? And how are they related to? So there were a couple of times. In fact, I had to restart this book twice.
Yeah.
Which I don't hardly ever do.
I've never done that in my life.
And there were plenty of times that I would like go back a couple of pages and be like, wait, I can't, it was just harder for me to follow for some reason. And that might just be because of the way that my brain is not functional at this point in my life, period.
Sure.
Or just the way that the book was written. I don't know. But overall, I loved the story. The end of this book was great. One of the main characters, he knows. You know what gets me? She's a woman.
Nice.
She's a badass.
She's a shield maiden.
Her tagline behind her name is Skull Splitter.
Sick.
And her whole thing is that she's finding her son.
Oh, cool.
So, all the things that I'm like,
yeah,
I'll strap in for that.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
So It was good. I obviously am gonna read the next one.
Yeah.
I'm still considering. I read it through audiobook. And so I put it on hold at the library for the physical book, mostly because I feel like it might be helpful for me to just go back and read a couple of the chapters,
Yeah.
like actually read them and be like, oh, okay, well this
Yeah,
is
that
what
makes sense.
anyway, just to kind of like get it all to connect in my brain a little bit better, but still really good.
Oh yeah.
The ending was crazy.
I'll read it one day.
You will. That's okay.
Gwynne.
Jonathan Gwynne.
Okay, the last book I actually finished is All the Sinners Bleed by Cosby. Cosby. I said Crosby.
It's okay.
Cosby. I was not planning on finishing this book that fast.
Yeah, you flew through this one.
Oh, I gave it 5.
I didn't even know you had started it by the time you text me that you were done.
Yeah.
It's so good.
I was planning on finishing it in June.
I'm so glad you liked it.
Yeah, I don't read many thrillers.
This one doesn't feel as thrillery to me though as like a normal thriller does.
What do you mean?
Well, maybe that's just because I haven't read about like most of the thrillers I've read about before, the main characters are women.
Oh. Okay.
And so it usually involves like, you know,
someone getting
murder.
Gone Girl.
Yeah, exactly. So this one just felt different.
Anyways, yeah, the main character I listened to this one on audiobook.
It's good.
The narrator is sick.
Yeah.
I really like felt a lot of like empathy for the main character.
Yeah.
Because I mean, even before you kind of learn more about his backstory.
Well, give us a synopsis really fast so we know what you're talking about.
Yeah. All the Sinners Bleed is about a cop, and he lives in the Deep South.
Yeah.
I think he lives in, I can't remember the
like
exact
old
state.
Plantation land in Virginia or something.
Yeah, it's Virginia. It is Virginia.
Oh, haha.
And he is a person of color.
Yes.
And he's the sheriff, and he's ex-FBI.
Yes.
So he's in this small town.
Many a layer.
There's a school shooting that happens. That's not a spoiler. It happens like right at the beginning of the book. And there's an attached mystery with the suspects and the victims involved in the school shooting, and then it's kind of like a whodunit type of thing.
Like a detective story.
You will not guess how this book ends.
Nope.
There's 0% chance,
nope.
dude. But yeah, it's like it's just you feel a lot of empathy for him because like that's, I mean, obviously it's an insanely hard job.
Yeah. Well, like hard position as a black man in the Deep South.
Being a sheriff.
In investigating other black youth as well.
Yeah, that's the thing is like there's the side of like I'm the sheriff with a lot of people who don't fuck with me.
Yeah.
And then also people who are like me, that I was a part of their community, and some of these people feel differently about me now because I'm like a traitor or whatever.
Right. Right.
Which like, he joined because he wants to like change the system.
Yeah.
Which, I have a whole opinion about that, but we're not going to go into it. But yeah,
his reasons were altruistic.
Yes.
Whether or not they're
he's ex-FBI. There's a lot of backstory that comes with that you kind of get in bits and pieces that he like will allude to and stuff, and you don't get the full thing until near the end of the book. But it's crazy. It's insane. Yeah, 5 stars.
It was
I don't know
so
what else
good.
to say. Like the whole cast of characters are like all pretty good. Like I loved his dad. I loved his brother. His girlfriend, honestly, like she wasn't a huge part of the plot for me, really.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Ex-girlfriend more so was like a bigger thing, but I feel like that's just because he kind of like talks to her and about her more.
A lot. Mm-hmm. Well, I think that was on purpose.
It's a whole side plot kind of thing.
Sure.
Oh, also his mom's dead.
Yeah.
Forgot about that part.
Yeah.
So,
there's just a lot.
He's got a bunch of baggage and stuff, and but yeah, it's I mean, I think I finished it in 2 days. Like it's fast paced. It keeps you engaged. Good pacing.
Yeah.
And
there's definitely some trigger warnings, as there are with most thrillers.
Yeah.
Attached to, I don't know.
I mean,
just like the types of crimes that you're investigating.
Like just gun violence and.
I mean,
you know what? Pretty much every violent crime.
Yeah. Child pornography, those types of things.
So yeah. But if you can read that kind of stuff and not spiral, I recommend it.
It's really,
awesome.
really
it's
good.
really good.
Yeah. Fun.
So, yeah.
That's so fun. Okay.
What book did you DNF? Oh, do you have another one that you actually read? Okay. Yeah. What did you DNF?
Actually, this was a book I was planning on reading in June. but I finished Shadow of the Gods early, so I was able to start it.
Yeah.
It's All Fours by Miranda July.
Uh-huh.
This is the one about the woman midlife says
I
nah.
remember. Yeah.
And I DNF'd it about 30%.
Wow.
Which is actually usually I give it more of a shot before I decide to be done. But like within the first 10% of the book, it was about infidelity. Like that was like the whole kind of like trope at the beginning.
Yeah.
And just based off of at that point, usually before I DNF a book, I will go and like look at the reviews and decide like
maybe it gets better.
Am I like judging it too harshly too early because it's just the beginning? And a lot of the reviews said some things that I was like, this feels like not my book. This is not my book. So it was significantly more, what's the word? I don't want to say smutty, but like that's what it was.
Yeah.
It was so much more about like sexual exploration than I anticipated that it would be, which like isn't a bad thing. It's just not what I wanted to be reading about.
Yeah.
So I decided not to finish it.
Fair.
Back to the Libby today.
Fair.
What did you DNF? Oh wait.
I DNF'd The Faithful Executioner. It wasn't even really on purpose. I think I probably was like maybe 30-40% in.
Yeah.
And I was just bored, man. Like it's not even like
that's such a bummer.
I don't think that it's a poorly written book or anything like that. I don't think that's a genre that I can be in, like really like sink my teeth into.
Yeah.
So what happened is I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take a little Faithful Executioner break and just like read a couple chapters of the Black Tongue Thief.
A couple chapters.
And then I was like, I'm finishing I'm not reading the Faithful Executioner. And then after I finished, I was like, I don't think I care to.
Yeah. Yeah. That's super fair. Did you buy it?
Yeah.
Okay.
No shade to the book. I'm sure it's if you're interested. Like I just thought I would be more interested in history and like also. This is my fault. I thought the Executioner was going to be like a cool, like badass. Like, because that's like just what you picture.
The vibes, yeah.
But that's not realistic. Like they're
just normal.
They're part of the law.
Yeah.
So he's just kind of like a bootlicker, and like he just wants to impress rich people and stuff. So I'm like, you're actually not that cool.
Oh, I hate that actually.
Yeah.
I forgot I have one more.
Okay.
It's over there.
Oh.
I reread The Hunger Games.
The freaking Hunger Games.
Because I finished that Sunrise on the Reaping or whatever.
Yeah.
The one that she just published, and I loved it, and I had this one on my shelf and was like, you know what? I'm gonna do that.
Dude, there's blurbs on the back by Stephen King, Stephanie Meyer, and John Green.
I know. A whole list. And you know what? As there should be, because it holds up.
Really? Is it fire?
Like, I'm really kind of enjoying myself. And I was
so much
worried.
Smaller than I remember.
I know. I was really worried that since I was a teenager when I read it, I would read it again and be like, actually, this was dumb. And it's not. It's not dumb.
All right.
I'm really still enjoying it a lot.
Cool.
So, it was good.
How many are there in like the OG series?
I think there's 3. Okay. Yeah. This one, and then Catching Fire, and then the blue one.
King J. Yeah, something like that.
Something.
Cool.
So, I forgot
Sick.
about
I'm
that
glad
one.
it holds up. That's pretty
Yeah, it does hold up. And I own it, so when you're ready to reread them in 2 years.
Got a lot of other books to read.
I know you do. Anyway.
Cool.
That's it. It was a good
crazy
month.
Style.
Crazy style. I have high hopes for next month.
Me too.
Got some good ones cooking.
Elden Ring Night Ring came out last night, so
dear.
You know what? I'm just a gamer, you know. Sometimes I just get caught up.
You really are. It's okay. You gotta have multiple hobbies.
Yeah, it's just funny that both of my my 2 like most time-sucking hobbies, is like go to this Fantasy World book style and then go to Fantasy World video style. You know.
I love that for you.
So.
At this moment in time, I'm not sure I have another hobby. So, you know.
You're a busy woman.
I am. My hobby is my kids, I guess.
All right. Well, see you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye.